So when your enemy is Kim Jong Un, it's quite a liberating experience. So if you are like fighting against some gang, maybe there's a room to run away, go somewhere else. But there's a nation with a nuclear capability reaching America. Even America cannot handle them. Then like if Kim Jong Un decides to kill me, then my life is up to him, not up to me. There's no way I can escape from him on this earth.
And that's liberating.
Oh yeah, unless I go to Mars with Elon Musk, right?
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Nothing gonna happen. Like it's Kim Jong Un gonna come after me no matter what, as long as I'm on this earth.
Yeah, I guess you could go to Mars. You thought the internet was bad in North Korea. Try Mars.
Yeah.
That's actually he'd probably make sure that you had internet before you go there. I
Yeah.
just think that is a good way to look at it. It's the only way to look at it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? Grow up and be fearful of this?
And I think so your enemy is so much bigger than you. So it's in a way like, well, I guess if he decides I get killed, well, I will just make sure that I speak what I want to believe in. And that's all I can do.
Ironically, though, I've seen your Instagram. You go to Italy, you go to Australia, or you go to Canada, you go all over the United States. That guy can't go anywhere. He can't leave North Korea.
That's true.
He's in prison. And you've been to you lived there. There's not a whole lot going on over there. That guy, the best thing he has to look forward to is are parties and maybe playing some Xbox. Like he can't even go to McDonald's if he wants to.
That's true, but he kidnaps sushi chef from Japan and makes sushi for him.
Right, that's awful.
He just kidnaps people if he wants.
Dude can't even get Chipotle. So who's really got it rough, right? I mean, this is he may try to intimidate you or come after you, but you're right. I mean, so then what? You can't worry about that your whole life.
No.
That's true.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's perspective.
It is perspective. Yeah. So I heard that you don't have any concept of like pornography in North Korea. None of that.
Or even
exists.
sex. I didn't even know the word is sex.
Because of conservative society.
And also there's no word for rape either. Because on news, everything is happy news. Did you look at the news when you're in North Korea?
Yeah, but I don't understand any.
Everything is like we are winning a victory. Everything's amazing.
Yeah, it's like wartime propaganda.
Yeah, the only thing the bad is like our enemies, Americans, but we are destroying them. We win. We are gonna win this war, right? So never about someone died from car accident. There's a fire. Somebody got raped. Somebody got murdered. Like none of those news. So you are so scared from the word that I did not know what human trafficking was. I did not know what sexual assault was or rape was. So when I was seeing my mom being raped in China, I did not know even that was sex or rape. I just thought, oh my God, that looks so horrible. That's all I knew.
So we'll get to your trafficking story in brief because you've told it in a lot of places. It's in the book, which I recommend. I wanted to have a little bit of a different kind of conversation on this show just because I feel like you've told your story so well in so many places that it'd be a shame if we just redid that. But of course, I do want to talk about your journey. First, though, even the propaganda runs so deep in North Korea that I think a lot of people, you really do have to go there to understand it. Not that I recommend going there, and you shouldn't, especially now. But when I was in the countryside once, there was a loudspeaker blasting something, and I said to our guide, that sounds like an emergency.
Yeah.
And he said, no, it's just the news. And then the next day, it was the same thing. And the next day is the same. There's always this feeling of like, we're being surrounded by the enemy. We have to work really hard. When you translate the quote unquote news, it's just fear porn.
Yeah.
Constantly.
It's like everything is a battle. Let's finish our 3 years like battle or 100 days of the harvest battle. Like, or some like a spring battle. Everything is a battle. Everything is, about like fighting and winning.
I've heard that even when you're learning something like math, there's propaganda. Is it really like the example I think I saw once is if there are 4 American bastards and you kill 2 American bastards, how many American bastards are left? Is that real?
Yeah.
That's real.
Even the physics, even the chemistry, everything they teach you is a propaganda. So they use every medium they can. Every song is a propaganda in North Korea, right? Like no songs that were dedicated about country music. There's no genre in North Korea. I never knew the genre of the music.
You never knew what?
Genre, because of different types of music.
Genre.
Genre, yeah.
Okay.
So when I was in South Korea, there's like, what types of music do you like? I was like, what do you mean there are different types of music, right? It's like, oh, classical, jazz, hip hop, pop. I mean, like indie, or it's like, what are those? Because in North Korea, it's just one type.
Right, there's, like, the wartime sort of revolutionary stuff. Aren't there old songs, though, like Arirang, or is that also
The Arirang is the only song that from the old times that we know of. But that is also about like how we are suffering in the under the previous Kim Il song, when we were suffering because we did not have Kim.
Ah,
So
okay.
that's why they were letting us know that song, because it's about the someone going and missing, and so a lot of suffering. So they are trying to brainwash that life was a dark age before Kim Il Sung got here, and he liberated the whole universe. That he's a captain of our earth. That we are so grateful to be in this country. Therefore, we have nothing to envy in this world, right? That's a nothing to envy. So their song title.
Yeah, Nothing to Envy is also the title of a book,
Yeah.
by Barbara Demerick about North
Damn
Korea.
it.
I
Yeah.
assume you've read pretty much every book written
Mm-hmm.
by these folks to
Yeah.
it has to be very weird finding out things about your own country that you lived in that you realize was just like when you realize the whole thing was just a web of lies. Like Kim Jong Un is just an overweight, young, privileged, horrible guy. He has no magical powers. His father, who was also just a horrible guy, also had no magical powers, and the guy before him was just a liar who spent most of the Korean War hiding in Russia.
Yeah.
Like, it's really
Exactly.
gotta just rock your whole world, right?
It is the thing, yeah. But then the evil always disguised with this thing about like providing you the equality of outcomes, providing you the safety and prosperity and justice. So they disguise themselves as they were the revolutionaries, killing the oppressors, killing the capitalists, right? And so yeah, now I see how they were disguised. But back in North Korea, of course, I was so grateful that Kim Jong Il was defending us from our enemies, which was like American bastards.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
I heard that suicide is illegal in North Korea. Is that also
Yeah.
true?
Yeah.
So the penalty is death, which,
Yeah.
like, wrap your mind around that, I guess.
It's so paradoxical, isn't it?
It
Like
is.
someone, so because they want absolute obedience from you. They do not want you to have any control over your life whatsoever, even death. So only regime allowed to kill you, but not yourself.
Right, so you're basically property of the state. You can't
You
make a
are owned
decision.
by the state. So that's
Yeah.
like before you are born, you're abducted by the state. So the only thing, one thing that North Koreans are allowed to do by themselves, guess what it is?
I mean, if you have to collect your own poop and you can't kill yourself, I don't know. Is there anything left?
Breathing.
Breathing. Okay, fair.
That is the only thing you can do using your own will. Nothing, and not what you think, what you see, what you listen to, how even you move your body. How you dance get you in trouble, go to prison. If you
Really?
move your body in a more like maybe sensual way,
Mhm.
no, you're in trouble.
Wow.
Even like how you move your body, how you look, what you think, what your hair cut, right?
Yeah, the haircut thing is kinda
Yeah.
weird. The guides are just you'd basically have, like, 2 or 3 choices of men's haircuts,
Yeah,
right? That's it?
or no more than 2 inch long. And
Wow.
yeah, and the women too. So everybody was laughing like, why Kim Jong requires his haircut to be everybody meant to have his haircut? And it was a joke because they want control. They don't want you to taste that your own like free will.
Yeah.
They don't want you to think for yourself. So government tells you what to do, what to listen to, what to watch, what kind of haircut to get, what to wear even, right? Women get I mean the regime tells you what to wear. So you never learn how to think for yourself. And